Well, well, well. Donald J. Trump. Finally, someone with balls has chosen. He has approved an attack on Syria. Now, my original reaction to this was, well, I thought you were Mr. Anti-invading and bombing Iraq. I thought you were Mr. Let's worry about ourselves and not waste money trying to save other people. I thought that's what you were about. That's what you always talked about. In fact, a lot of old tweets have been pulled up from you back in 2013 when the other sarin gas attack happened in 2013 in Syria. And the media hyped it up with the images of the dead kids. There's always so many dead kids that happen every time there's a sarin gas attack. The media focuses in on the dead kids, and then our U.S. government says, oh my God, it's the end of the world, we gotta go do something, invade, 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 invade. And in 2013, somehow, someway, the internet banded together, and we said, fuck you. And the government backed off. And yet, Trump gets elected, and within 2 days, he approves the launch of missiles over another sarin gas attack that the internet rallied together years ago to prevent and prevented it successfully. And Trump goes ahead and initiates it, which just seems like a total betrayal, a total backtracking of what the Trump movement is supposed to be about. So, as I posted on Twitter moments ago, Trump's attack on Syria is absolutely retarded. Quote, bad things happen everywhere all the time. Why not intervene in those? Why focus on Syria? There's countless bad shit going on all around the world. You know, countless atrocities where random rebel groups are fucking mass killing people, you know, in freaking Africa, different parts of the world. Why does Syria get all the focus? Is this more neocon, military-industrial complex? Begging us to go into war, to invade foreign countries for whatever reason? I don't know. But somebody on Twitter did share with me apparent numbers showing the number of bombs dropped on Syria by the U.S. government in the year 2016 under Barack Obama. And apparently, we dropped 12,192 bombs onto Syria in 2016 under Obama. Which, this doesn't excuse what Trump did today, but I think it changes the context and the magnitude.
But not everybody's like that. What should the country do about gun owners or gun buyers?
So he shoots this gun a couple of times, and he's like, the concussion, the smell of it all, it was so overwhelming. I had post-traumatic stress.
Triggered by the Second Amendment? Well, too bad. Trigger some snowflakes with my brand new Triggered t-shirts. Now available. Just click the card above or the link below to get it now. There's a lot of frenzy going on right now amongst a lot of people who are very much pro-Trump, and they're freaking out. And I think it's interesting. I'm not saying this excuses what Trump did, but I wonder, how does this change the context if Syria has dropped over, if we dropped over 12,000 bombs on Syria in the year 2016? Does that diminish what Trump is doing? Is there some kind of mechanism that was already in place to drop bombs on Syria just routinely and shit? And Trump, what is he going to do? Stop everything bad from happening? You know, he's already fucking got the stock market surging through the roof. He's already got hundreds of thousands of jobs flooding into our market. He's done good. He, of course, I'm using quotes because he's not necessarily saving us. I've said this a million times. I have to reiterate. Donald Trump isn't saving us from anything, but he's a representative. He's a spokesperson for the people who agree with him or agree with what he said he would do in the campaign trail. The Trump movement, the true libertarian movement, people who just believe in prosperity and freedom and a truly healthy future and don't want to be engaged in all types of crazy criminal political corruption. So, again, if we've dropped over 12,000 bombs in Syria, then what does a few more mean in the context of what Trump just did? I mean, maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe the media is just hyper-focusing on this, and there's some kind of underlying political agenda when it comes to demonizing Assad. Oh, look at the dead kids. Focus in on the dead kids and the sarin gas, and focus in, and media blasts the images out. And by the way, from what I hear, the mainstream media right now, they are just applauding Donald Trump for the first time ever, saying, good job, man, you're bombing foreign countries, World War III, baby. And they're just applauding. I wonder if, yeah, I just, maybe there's a political narrative. Because if we're already dropping thousands of bombs under Barack Obama in 2016, then maybe there's just a political narrative that they're trying to spin to demonize Assad. Oh my God, he kills innocent children, even though dictators all around the world are killing innocent kids all the time, but we don't feel like it's a fucking problem. Very, very complex geopolitical stuff that honestly I'm no expert on. But I will say that what Trump has done is bizarre. I haven't seen any evidence. Where's the evidence that Assad is behind the chemical attacks? I haven't seen the evidence. I haven't really explicitly searched for it, but I haven't seen anybody else sharing it. I know that's kind of a low bar for investigating, but I haven't seen any evidence. Was Trump given some? Did within the span of 2 days, did they somehow manage to acquire some evidence that's, confidential, and they showed it to the president? Oh, Assad did in fact just gas children. And again, how many quote dictators around the world are gassing and killing kids all the time, and bombs and all types of crazy shit? So why Syria and why now is my question. So is this the end of the Trump movement? Does this mean that I was totally wrong and full of shit for pushing Donald Trump for the last year and a half? No, I don't think so. Not yet anyways. Certainly being a warmonger is a terrible fucking thing for Trump to do. But like I already said, 12,000 bombs dropped on Syria under Barack Obama makes you question how significant is what Trump just did if we've already dropped 12,000 bombs. So I think Donald Trump, as the figurehead of this movement, has done a lot of great things already in the first 3 months of his presidency, 2.5 months really. So I don't think this is enough to be like, oh, fuck you, Trump, it's over, We have to wait it out and see. And I need somebody to answer this question about the 12,000 plus bombs dropped on Syria in 2016. Because why is what Donald Trump doing, why is it so terrible if we've been constantly dropping bombs on Syria all throughout 2016, over 12,000 of them? See what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me that what Trump is doing is so terrible and groundbreaking. And what difference does it make if we've already dropped 12,000 in 2016 under Obama? That's my point. So I wonder if this is some kind of media hype narrative, and the only reason it's getting focused, because where were the 12,000 plus bombs getting focused before from the mainstream media? I never fucking heard about it until today. So where was the media then? Where was the hype and the hysteria then? We got the hype and the hysteria now. Why? What's the difference? Maybe it's because there's an anti-Assad narrative, toppling leaders of foreign countries narrative, like in Libya, with the downfall of what the hell is his name? I forget the leader of Libya. He was toppled a few years ago. Hillary Clinton. We came, we saw, they died. Ha ha ha. So I just wanted to rant about that because, as I've said for literally the last year and a half, if you go back to my original videos when I first started coming out pro-Trump, I said, I think this guy is 95% real, 5% possibility he's just another political puppet. And I've always speculated, I actually think I speculated in at least a couple videos, what if the Illuminati, the powers that be, put Donald Trump there on purpose to give people the false illusion that he was going to be trustworthy, that he was going to be some anti-establishment candidate. I've always been open to this possibility, and I've always said, you can go back to my videos, 5% chance Trump is a fraud. And I've always said, if he turns out to be a fraud, I will be the first person to point it out. But I think the situation is still too early to really make any sweeping condemnations of Donald Trump. So we will keep an eye out, and I will keep you guys posted. And thank you guys for watching.
But not everybody's like that. What should the country do about gun owners or gun buyers?
So he shoots this gun a couple of times, and he's like, the concussion, the smell of it all, it was so overwhelming. I had post-traumatic stress.
Triggered by the Second Amendment? Well, too bad. Trigger some snowflakes with my brand new Triggered t-shirts. Now available. Just click the card above or the link below to get it now.